the stream was a little bit glitched. Let me know. It's doing that stupid thing where it's yellow. Should be fine. Oh, stupid YouTube. It's the first time I've streamed in this year, guys. I haven't streamed since last year. You gotta give me a break. Is that working? Is it good? Someone let me know. Are we live? Can you see? Okay. Looks like we're good to go. I don't know. It's doing that stupid thing where it's saying the quality is poor, but I just don't buy it. I don't think the quality's poor. I think the quality's just fine. I don't know if you can tell anything different about me. Anyone want to take a guess? What's different about me right now? What do you notice? Is it perhaps that I'm engaged? I'm off the market officially. Off the market. I'm a married man. I know. It's hard to believe. But this should serve as hope for so many of you out there who are just like me, who are just hoping that one day, you might be able to get yourself a lady. Let me be the example. Let me be the example. You can do it if you believe in yourself. What did I say? I said above 30K, right? We're back in business. Right? Below 30K, bad. Above 30K, good. 46K? That's wifey territory, boys. We're close to all-time high. We're on the precipice of a Bitcoin ETF approval, which all the listeners out there, I'm hearing things. They're saying, we might get an ETF. The ETF is already approved. It's in the bag. Yada, 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 yada. So really, what we have to be concerned with is how to play this event, right? Because it's basically a certainty, right? According to everyone on the fucking internet, that the ETF is going to get approved. It's all going to go off without a hitch, and there's nothing to worry about. We've got billions of dollars, literally billions of dollars of buy pressure that is going to instantly flood into the market. Sorry, I'm just responding to a message here to my fiance. Okay? It's going to hit the bid, right? We're all going to get super duper fucking rich. That's what I'm being told. Okay, I'm being told it's a guarantee. So anything outside of an ETF approval at this point would be a massive black swan and horrendous. I've already kind of laid out for you guys my thoughts on how I think the next few days play out. Right? but anything can happen. I'm in a couple of trades, but nothing crazy. My spot entries are from much lower than here. Because we're going into arguably one of the biggest kind of news events ever. And I think trying to position yourself heavily in leverage trades before that maybe isn't the brightest thing to do. But we'll see. I mean, I think it's difficult to predict what's going to happen. I mean, my opinion is short term pop and then probably retrace and then long-term super bullish. The idea that we're just going to go straight up after an ETF announcement and make an all-time high while all of us have had, I mean, we've known about this for 6 months plus, right? Didn't they announce it back in like June? So even more than 6 months. And, everyone's like, it's certainty it's going to happen. So did we really just get all that time to buy and the institutions are going to appear and just pump our bags to infinity? No retrace. Everyone's on board. Fuck it. Maybe. I don't know. Like, are they going to instantly start buying? I don't know. Or are they going to, or the inflows that are lined up not going to start until later, until Q2? Is there going to be a shakeout before? Are we going to dump before going up? I don't really know. But I think long term, it's bullish, right? I think long term, an ETF for BTC, how can it not be bullish? Now, if you're a doomer, maybe the argument is this is just a way for the government to dump on us or the big money to dump on us, and it's going to remove all anonymity of Bitcoin. It is kind of funny how we were so against, right? We're so against big money in crypto, right? Fuck the institutions. Fuck the banks, right? Fuck the regulators. Fuck all those people. Fuck Gary Gensler, right? They just want to take your coins. They just want to take your coins. They don't know what they're talking about. Fuck all these guys. That's why I'm in crypto. And now, with an ETF looming, please, Mr. Gary Gensler, Larry Fink from BlackRock, please pump our bags. It's like, who are we? Who are we? I don't really know. It's just sometimes I wonder. So I would like to think that overall an ETF is bullish for crypto, bottom line. That being said, short term, I think it's a very tricky spot. I think the obvious play is to kind of be long into it, but maybe that's too obvious. My kind of thoughts were something along the lines of this, right? We get some sort of pop into the ETF. Everyone screams that we're going higher, and then we get the actual correction, right? And then, we start uptrending. We have halving coming up in only a few months, so maybe we get some sort of retrace, sub 40 again. I don't know. Maybe it comes really deep, or maybe not, right? Maybe we just go up from here. The reason I have an issue with this, just post ETF, is it's like we've known this is coming. The news is baked in. So it just seems crazy to me that we would all basically have been told an ETF is coming back here, and we just never get punished for only pressing the green button basically since June, right? Like it's just going to go up forever. I don't know. That's the one thing to me that's a little bit suspicious, being like, okay, we really think that we're just going to go up from here just to all-time high with no pullback. To me, a move above 50, right, and then a correction, and then the real move, right? Everyone thinks we're going up because of the ETF. Everyone gets washed out. Then the real fucking move happens. We go into halving. We're bullish. That seems more logical to me. Does that mean that's what's going to happen? I don't fucking know. But I'm long from much lower prices than where we're at now. So I have the luxury of being able to waiting and seeing. And if you can't not be in a trade right now, and you're like, I have to be in a trade, you might be gambling. Like you might have a gambling problem. Because we're basically going to know whether or not this thing's going live in like 24 to 48 hours. So it seems kind of hard. It's kind of crazy to think that you can't not be in a trade for a day or two, right? So we'll have to see what happens short term, but I do think long term, the future of crypto is much like the stock market. It's going to go up and it's going to go to the right. right? Like that is the stock market 101. You know, no matter what, recessions, whatever you think, you know, all the crazy shit, world wars, it goes up and it goes to the right. And I think that's the future for Bitcoin as well, long term. And I think that this adds to that. Now, are there a whole host of other things that come with a spot ETF? Sure. You got to remember, there's ETFs for Bitcoin already, right? They already exist. So this is not like the first ETF ever. Spot ETF, we have some of the largest asset managers, you know, creating these things and getting on board. So again, long term, I think it's bullish. But short term, I think it's a tricky spot. And if you've been crushing it, you know, since September, because if you remember your old boy Mayne from last year, Mayne from 2023, he told you, right? We were all in. We had a few all in calls, right? No, Mayne, how do you go all in when you're already all in already, right? It's always the influencer dilemma, right? When everyone's like buying the dip, right? And then they're like, I'm all in. And then dip comes and they're like deploying more capital. It's like, I thought you're already all in. But if you guys remember, go check the Telegram, go check Twitter, because you know I collected that clout. I was like, I'm going all in here. I sold some up here, and then I went all in again here. And when I say all in, I just mean I bought a shitload of fucking spot. I don't mean I put every single dollar I have into the market. To me, these were just two very high confidence spots where I was shoving on spot. So we're comfy from down here, right? We're comfy from down here. You know, I do think that, you know, if you crushed this last leg up, the last thing you want to do is, remember I talked about this in the last video, if your P&L looks like this, the last thing you want to do is have one of these, right? That just comes in and fucking, you know, eats into a bunch of money that you had built up by consistently being risk managed and taking good trades, and then you blow it all, you know, just doing something stupid. So how you want to play it is up to you. I'm going to be kind of waiting and seeing. Yeah, I'll take probably some degen plays or something like that, but nothing super high confidence and nothing with massive size, because I think the likelihood of crazy volatility to the up and downside is very, very high, where we could see a move up and then a move down and then back. Like we could see a crazy Darth Maul, right, with, you know, big wick on either side. And I just don't want to get, you know, fucking chop sueyed, you know, dealing with that. All right, so we'll get into some technicals here. I'll take a quick look at the chat. Yes, the other thing that is different about me, other than, you know, being an engaged man now, off the market ladies, all of you ladies out there watching, I know there's at least one. I'm off the market, so leave me alone. Okay, leave me alone. Don't DM me. Don't even look in my direction. I'm a taken man. And fellas, look at me as a beacon of hope, as a light at the end of the tunnel, as a ray of sunshine in a fucking storm, that you too one day can lose your virginity. Meet a nice girl. Settle down. It can happen. It can happen. It probably won't, but it might. I don't know. Maybe you need another cycle. I don't know. All right. Yeah, but I shaved my stash. It was just getting so fucking itchy, dude. It was so fucking itchy. I wanted to shave it before my engagement photos because we're going to have those forever. But my fiance is like, keep it. I love it. And it's just so itchy. So now my engagement photos, I'm going to have a fucking greasy duster for the rest of time. But I look fucking 12. I look so young without the stash. It's crazy. Also, what do you see here? Breakout prop, new breakout. These are suede hats. They're fire. Might have to give some of these away. Breakout prop, amazing first month, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who supported us. If you're interested in trading crypto with prop, you got any questions, of course, let me know. But we're absolutely crushing. We've had an amazing first month. And I think we're going to absolutely revolutionize the prop space. We're the best crypto prop firm out there. The competition's product is not nearly as good as yours. I promise you that. If you have questions why, I'm more than happy to explain it. I'm going to be doing a lot more content for the prop firm this new year as well. Lots of giveaways, all sorts of stuff going on for you guys. But we're having people getting paid, man. Had a few people hose us for 5-digit payouts already, which is awesome. I'm happy for them. But hey, stop running my pockets so hard, guys. Stop running my pockets so goddamn hard. I know. I'm going to grow the stash back out. It's going to come back out. I look so fucking young. What's up, Ekyalab? Happy birthday, bro. Thank you, Milo. I appreciate that. Smash the like button indeed, guys. It's been a minute. I missed you guys, man. I've been traveling too much. I hate it. I don't want to travel anymore. You know, I love to travel, but I love streaming. I love making content. Like, there's no way you can tell me that this is not the #1 crypto stream in the biz. Okay? There's no way. How is BitBoy doing more numbers than me? You know, he's only like 40. Doesn't he look like he's 56? I mean, if I was divorced and, you know, and had gone through the year that he had gone through, divorced, lost my kids, my channel, my house over the last year, I'd probably look a lot older as well. But goddamn, I need 1 million subs, man. Like, I need 100K on YouTube. It's actually criminal. It should be against the law that I don't have 100K on YouTube yet. Because there's nobody, and I'll put this up against any fucking stream on crypto. There's nobody giving as much free game as me on their fucking streams. Nobody. And 90% of these people that y'all follow anyways, they were in Trader Mayne's PA Palace back in 2017, 2018, asking about what's an order block? You know, how do I draw my levels? They were asking me. They were in my DMs. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, so Bitcoin, it did what I wanted it to do from my last update. So we had finally broken out of this range, right? Because we'd been going sideways for basically, you know, the entire month of December within this very large range, right? We had our swing low way down here, swing high up here. Sideways, sideways, sideways. You can see here, boom. There's your market structure break. So this is your clue, right? That we're now looking for the next leg up in price. Price is bullish, right? So this is literally this point right here, okay? So it's not always going to be like this in the real chart, right? Like sometimes you're going to have your high, and then you're going to have like this. And then you get your market structure break, but it still works the same. So we finally got our MSB here. We drew out our new range. So you take your low, you mark out your high, and very simply, everyone was calling for 50K here. And I told you guys, hey, I want to long a pullback into the 12-hour bullish order block. And it gave us the exact setup I was looking for. The only thing that kind of, you know, fucked it over was this lick cascade, right? So we had that big sell-off. We had, you know, a couple billion in liquidations there, right? The screams of some dirty late bulls screaming, right? And then the bears get it absolutely rammed up them right afterwards. But otherwise, it respected the zone, right? If not for that lick cascade, this would have just been a very simple retest before higher. So we came in, we dipped, but we still maintained the range. So this becomes a bullish SFP. The problem is that with this type of wick, right, it's kind of hard for me based on my strategy to set my risk because it's like, well, my risk is supposed to go below the SFP. Well, that's really wide, right? Even if I would have longed here with my stop here, even with today's breakout, it's like a 1-on-1. Regardless, we had the wick, but we respected the zone. What I was looking for next was a new high and ultimately a move to here. I was hoping to get long, so I marked out this low in Telegram yesterday, and I said, hey, if we run this low, right, I would then look to long and target higher prices. It never came. But Ethereum, I'll show you that in a moment, did print that exact setup that I'm talking about. But now we've got a new range, right? So we've broken out again. So I'll delete all of this. We've got a new high here. It's not locked in yet because this candle is still trading, right? And then we've got a new swing low here. So one thing I will say is this is definitely losing a little bit of steam. right? Like you want to see this have way more upside if this is really strong, much stronger breakout. But for now, we have a new fresh 12-hour bullish range. The point of interest is way down here, right? So ideally, we could have a 5% dip into here before another leg up and continue. If these were regular market conditions, I'd be looking to long down here. However, with the ETF this close, I'm probably going to just sit and watch, right? But this is our new range that we're going to be trading in. So if we come into the lower part of the range and get bullish, I'll look to long. If we break out and then fade back inside, I might look to short. But otherwise, I'm just going to wait and see. I'm not going to rush in anything. This is still bullish until proven otherwise. But I'm of the mindset, right, that I think we could see, these couple of highs here get run. Now, does it overshoot 48? I don't know, right? But I think we probably get, if we get another leg up, I think we get distribution in here. And it ends up being, I don't want to say a sell the news event because I do think we still end up going up after. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get a move up and then a very sharp correction. Because if you just look at how this chart's been moving, we've known about the ETF since here, and price has just done this. There's been no major pullback. Heck, we've only had 2 red weekly candles in the last 3-4 months. So I think we're due for a big old dump sooner than later. But again, do we run 50K first? Do we not? Does it happen pre-ETF? So like today or tomorrow? Does it happen post-ETF after a little, maybe news-driven spike? I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to find out very fucking soon. So one of the things that I'm watching for is potentially a move up here. Okay? And that move up will coincide with FBTC finally putting in its fucking bottom. And then the rotation happens. So my dream scenario is BTC legs up over 50K. Okay? FBTC drives down and then forms a low. And then Ethereum USD and as well as Ethereum beta plays. So what are Ethereum beta plays? ARB, OP, Lido, Filecoin. Like these are all Ethereum betas, Unibot, right? These I would consider Ethereum betas. So I would love to see Bitcoin run 50K, then pull back, ETH BTC bottom, then all of this shit get its fucking God candle on, and then the whole market fucking nuke. That would be awesome. Generally speaking, when we see Ethereum put in its God candle, right? So when we see Ethereum put in its God candle, usually that's the sign that it's time to exit the fucking markets, right? So Bitcoin topped in April. Ethereum had 2 weeks, massive God candle, then the whole market fucking dumped, right? BTC topped here, November, right? Ethereum had its fucking move up, everything dumped. And this was the same in the last bull market too. So if you look here, right? BTC, December 2017. Right? That's right here. So when BTC topped, then Ethereum went on a run and literally 2x'd in price, and then the whole market died. Very similar, right? So that is kind of what I'm banking on. I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't really know. But same thing here, right? There's April. When Bitcoin topped in April, Ethereum went on and did a fucking 2x in the next month. And then the whole market collapsed. Okay? Filecoin, just a Chinese Ponzi, bro. They're all Ponzis, bro. Every single one of them is a fucking Ponzi. You don't get that by now? It's all fucking bullshit. Every single one of them. Even Bitcoin, they're all fucking bullshit, dude. All we care about is making money. I don't care what the coins actually do, right? I'm not in it for the tech. I'm in it for the dineros, the argent. the cash, the moolah, the cheese. If you're a moon boy and always post this altcoin will make you rich, you'll get 100 subs very fast. Yeah, but if I also post this altcoin will get you rich and go 1000x, my penis will invert inside my body and my balls will undrop. They will retract back into my abdomen. That's what will happen. You'll get a mangina. That's what will happen. So that's my dream scenario. I don't know if that's going to happen. I have no fucking clue what's going to happen, but I'm very excited for the next 48 hours. It's going to be, sitting at my desk, eating at my desk, pissing at my desk, shitting at my desk, yelling at my fiance for more meatloaf. Like that's the next fucking 1 to 2 days here. I think it's going to be absolutely crazy, and I can't fucking wait. This is what we're in this shit for. No other market like it. All right. So let's see what happens. I genuinely am super stoked. I don't know, but Bitcoin, fresh bullish H12 range. Now Ethereum, that same setup I talked about on Bitcoin, Ethereum actually printed it, right? So we had that low, it swept it. You zoom in. There's your lows run. There's your breaker block, market structure break, retest, boom, pushed away. So Ethereum here, looking on the 12-hour, even if we pull back some more, I think we're going here, right? So that'd be confluent with Bitcoin having another pop higher, right? Ethereum BTC below 0.05, so we're lagging, right? But I still think we're going to 2,500 here at least pretty soon. So we've got like a little fair value gap here potentially. If you look at the H4. I think this is probably, you would hope, right? If you're a bull, you probably hope that's the retest. Now, could we come lower? Yeah, we could come all the way down to here first, right? So we could come down to here and then leg up. I don't know. But that's valid too, right? You've got a nice H4 breaker there that caused that sweep. So we could come down here and then go up. But to me, I do think we're taking out these highs on Ethereum soon. So whether it's from right here or a little bit deeper, I think it resolves in another leg up still. But everything is just that much trickier. I'm just being that much more careful just because we have this massive news event coming. And keep in mind, anything but an approval is bearish, in my opinion, at least short term. Like if they delay it or they deny it, which would be crazy at this point from what we know. We don't actually know anything because all the people telling us that it's basically a lock, none of those people are in charge of approving it, right? So we need the approval to come through and we need that from a verified source, right? We've only heard news from people close to it, right? Maybe, but like the actual institution involved in approving this, the SEC, I believe, hasn't said anything yet. Gary Gensler wrote a thread on investing in crypto. Everyone's like, well, that's a surefire thing that it's bullish. And then you got Eric Balsack or Balchunas or whatever his name is. They're filing their S1s and they're da-da-da-da-da. We don't actually know until it happens, right? So my opinion, though, is short term for sure is anything but an approval would be bearish and bad. A rejection would be like a black swan because it seems like the approval is that guaranteed from the sources we have available to us already. So we'll have to wait and see. But I do suggest, or at least I'm practicing caution. We've cleaned up, right? Like if you're following me for the last few years, you should be up a house, like so much fucking money, so much free money Mayne. You could fill up a goddamn piggy bank the size of fucking like the one in Squid Games full of free money Mayne tokens, okay? But especially since just even September, when we were at 25K and like fucking 1,500 Ethereum, I'm like on Twitter. This isn't in the Haven or anything. This is on Twitter, in Telegram, on YouTube. I'm like I'm buying here. The risk reward's amazing. We're up almost 2x on Bitcoin, right? And we're up fucking $800 per Ethereum. So you should be printing. And I've printed a lot. I've crushed since September. I've made a bunch of money. So I don't need to gamble on a event where I'm not certain of the outcome, and there's a very good chance that both directions get fucked before the actual move happens. I'm fine waiting, letting the dust settle. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna gamble a little, but I'm just saying I'm not gonna risk all this money I've built up over the last 4, 5, 6 months on something uncertain. Whereas I've been very certain on the direction since September. I've been absolutely yelling from the rooftops that I'm bullish, right? So I'm not interested in giving all that money back. Will I gamble some? Of course, right? We're gamblers at the end of the day. Don't try and convince yourself otherwise. But I'm not going to let myself put the gains that I've made completely at risk. I've withdrawn a ton of profit off of exchanges. I've realized some profit to my fucking bank, right? So keep that in mind with everything I'm saying here. And at the end of the day, do whatever the fuck you want. It's your money. This guy says I'm looking handsome. Well, thank you, bro. Thank you, Shiva. What's up, dude? Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you, bro. Miami was great. I don't know why I ever left, man. It's fucking cold and rainy here and is whack. I don't like it. Coomer's Paradise. What a name. Said the Bears are coming. It's time to cascade back in the 30s. Listen, I would love nothing more than to buy Bitcoin again in the 30Ks. I would welcome it. I would welcome it with open arms like Journey. Here I am with open arms, right? Nothing to hide. That like all day, right? Or what is it? Creed has an open arms song too, with arms wide open, right? Give me 30K BTC again. I would love it. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have super high conviction. I do think personally that we are gearing up for a high time frame correction on Bitcoin, but we can trade $5,000 to $10,000 higher, right, before that happens. So I'm not interested in just shorting here. You know what I mean? But we get some sort of move up here and a like nasty rejection, then by all means. No mustache suits you, bro. I know I look so young, bro. I just look young. All right. Cool. So Ethereum BTC, I kind of gave my thoughts, right? I would love to see a spike up on Bitcoin on the ETF approval announcement, hopefully. Cause the low on ETH BTC. I know, I look like a child, man. I'm 33. Right? So Bitcoin to 50, right? BTC 48 to 50, which then causes the low. And then ETH beta and ETH go up. ETH time. And this could be completely wrong. We could literally see Bitcoin just continue to lead the pack, and we could see Bitcoin dominance continue to go up, Ethereum continue to underperform. I don't know. So we'll have to see, right? But I'm hoping it's something like this, right? BTC tops out, Ethereum does a fucking 2x, goes to 3,600, ETH betas go nuts, I make a lot of money, right? And then we all sell at the peak of fucking top. Everything fucking crashes and crumbles. And we're just sitting there with our fat stacks of stables. Our fat fucking stable stacks. And we just fucking shove. And it just does this, right? We sell. We're out. It does this. We fucking all in. And then it does this. And then we all fucking buy a boat. And we just fucking tie up in the middle of the fucking ocean somewhere and just fucking party. I don't know. A man can dream. Can he? You can't tell me what to fucking do. I'm my own boss. I'm out of meds. I'm out. Okay. I can't get a new plug on the fucking Addies until Wednesday. So we're going to be manic and we're not going to sleep and we're going to drink a lot of fucking coffee. The stream's current bitrate is 0. That's not even possible. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys decide what we do here. So on Twitch, we have a comment from Homemade Festery. I don't know what that is. It says, hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer you promotion of your channel, viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible, convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything is in your hands. Turn it on, off, customize. Go to streamrise.com. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. But the answer is no. We're getting our viewers the old-fashioned way by just straight up grinding and putting out good content. Mayne Island, exactly. You know how Epstein's Island fucking list got leaked? Guess what? I want all of your names on Mayne Island list, okay? And it will be an honor when your name gets called in court 10 years from now and we all end up in jail together. Yeah, it looks like a bot. It looks fake. All right, so Ethereum, though, again, high time frame, I still think it looks fine. I really do. Right? We came into that weekly order block. We've now run, right? We swept into that weekly order block on that lick cascade, took out those equal lows, and we're just trading higher. I just think this resolves higher. I really think that Ethereum gaps up. As soon as Bitcoin fucking chills out and ETH BTC just gets a sniff of a fucking bid, I would love for this just to gap up to fucking. I mean, I would love it to go to 3,500, but I think at least 2,700. I think is still coming for Ethereum. Could I be wrong? And maybe Ethereum's fucking done now, and that's so last cycle. And Solana's the new fucking. Solana's Hansel in Zoolander, and fucking Ethereum is Zoolander, and Hansel's he's so hot right now, and Ethereum's just got Blue Steel, but Blue Steel is just fucking Vitalik's big old fucking dong. I don't know. Maybe that's the case, and maybe I'm a fucking boomer. I don't buy it. I don't think it's over for old fucking Ethereum and Vitalik Thundercock. I just don't believe it. Yeah, I don't know, right? Like, I wouldn't suggest trading Ethereum if you are someone who is trading with a smaller stack. I'm not calling you poor. I'm not doing that. But if you are financially challenged, see what I did there? That's a nice way of I'm just spinning that. I'm a wordsmith. If you are financially challenged, right? I don't think Ethereum is for you. Right? I don't. And I think the reason is because, one, yeah, it's expensive to use, right? So if you're trying to trade on chain, right? Like, Solana is cheaper, it's faster, it just works better, okay? Ethereum's expensive. Two, the cost basis, right? Ethereum is $2,300 right now for one. So if you're working with a sub 6-figure portfolio and you're trying to shove Ethereum, hoping that it goes to 5K or 10K, let's assume that Ethereum's going to go to 10K at this cycle top. So a 5X from here, or 4X from here, let's just call it for easy math. We'll say it's at 2,500 right now. Right? 4X from here. If you put in 100K, that now becomes 400K. That's a lot of money. You've made $300,000. That could change your life. But if you're trying to make it big, right? You're trying to fucking swing for the fences. You want to make a little into a lot. You want to make millions of dollars off of, 100K. It's not going to happen with spot Ethereum or spot Bitcoin. Spot Ethereum and spot Bitcoin, if you've got a large stack, that makes sense. Because if you got a large stack and it can go 2, 3, 5x, that's a lot of fucking money. But if you're a smaller stack, I don't think Ethereum is what you should be focused on. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're always talking about Ethereum. It's like, I'm a boomer. I've been in this game a long time. I have enough money in Ethereum that if it goes to 5K, I make a shitload, right? If it goes to 10K, I make a shitload. That might not be the case for you, right? So keep that in mind. I'm just all over the place this stream. I'm sorry. It's the first stream of the new year, okay? We're unmedicated. We're fucking stashed. Fresh face, baby face, ring light on, okay? It's wild. The fact that 500 of you almost are watching this is unbelievable. All right. So yeah, let's look at more altcoins. I don't like SPX, right? NQ made new all-time high. US30 made new all-time high. SPX came close. Dollar, right? Range low to range high, back to range low. Got a nice big bounce here. I do think that the dollar can still trade higher here, right? So you have your sweep. So if we come down here on dollar, right, I would probably look for this to get bid up towards the mid-range. So keep that in mind. But not really interested in that. We want to talk about crypto right now. This is a fucking crypto fucking event that we're about to have here with the ETF. So again, I posted this shit in November, okay? November, before Hasaka, right? And I'm not trying to dunk on Hasaka. He's the homie. But before so many people who were like, say, Mayne delivered say into your fucking hand, okay? You see this? This is how serious I am. Look at this. This is a knife, okay? Don't fuck with me. Jesus Christ, man. I delivered say to you 26 cents. 26 cents, okay? 26 cents. It hit fucking almost $1, okay? I told you guys this is one that I'm just holding. I think I can sell this above $1, maybe even above $2 some point in this next cycle. Do I know what Say does? Not really. People tell me it's like a better Solana or something. I have no fucking clue. All I know is I'm in from cheap. I'm well positioned. And let's see what the fuck happens. But I dropped it in there. I said, this is just a bag I'm buying, right? And if you guys are interested in more calls like that, I'm happy to give them. The problem is when I do this hat is so fucking fresh, bro. When I do those types of calls, right? It's so much fucking risk. Sorry, one sec. There's so much risk because I have such a large audience, right? And it's like, if it's not a big coin, right, it can be viewed as scammy. So I have a lot of people, right, who, we all know on Twitter, and they'll shill anything, any market cap. And I'm not saying it's okay or it's not okay. It's not up to me. Everyone has their own level of their own moral barometer of what they're willing to do. So I'm not really I don't really feel comfortable shilling something that's, 5 million market cap to 400,000 people. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm missing out. Maybe I'm fucking up because all these coins will throw money at people to fucking shill them to their fucking audience. And a lot of these coins do well. Yes, some of them rug, right? But a lot of them go up. I don't know. But so I've given few, like I gave Say. Another one I'm in on is this one. But these are both large market cap coins already at this point where me tweeting it is not doing anything, right? But some people will tweet anything and any market cap. They don't care. So I'm torn. Part of me wants to give more calls, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get fucking a Zach XBT thread about me being like, Mayne fucking shilled this coin and it went up and then he sold and then it went down and he dumped on his followers or some shit. You know what I mean? What's good, son? How you doing, bro? So anyway, say though, absolute banger. Like at least if you bought when I bought, even right now it's like a 3x. When I posted it in there, I'm in from even lower, but yeah. So Solana, I've seen a lot of people talk about this kind of $80 level. So to me, right, just weekly order block there, 3-day order block right there. Seems like, an area where price could come back to. But this thing's been on a ripper of a run. It's absolutely smoked Ethereum, since the summer. The last 6 months, it's smoked Ethereum, right? And it's basically made up all that change, right? Whereas Ethereum was smoking Solana for a large part of 2022. Solana's been smoking Ethereum. Solana's been smoking Bitcoin. So the question you have to ask yourself, right, is this thing done? And is it time for this thing to pull back? Or is this just, a pullback and then it's going to leg up again, right? So I don't really know. I definitely did not play this as well as I could have. If you guys remember, I was talking about being bullish on Solana down here. I talked about this higher low, right? I talked about this breaker getting flipped and it just being clear sky to 30. I had no idea it was going to go this fucking crazy, or I would have been all in Solana instead of in a bunch of Ethereum. But there's definitely, a very obvious argument to be made that this looks still really strong. So, if this pulls back into here, 80 down to 60, I'm a buyer. Maybe it front runs that level. It doesn't actually come. Like it just wicked 80 there last week, right? Filled in most of this wick. Maybe it comes down here again. I don't know. But if it does, I'm a fucking buyer because I still think Solana is going to be one of the leaders in this next fucking cycle. So it looks very good still, but could be cooling off, right? Like if you look at it versus BTC, maybe it's starting to cool off. Like this is the worst that it's looked in a long time, right? Like this is the worst it's looked in 6 months, and it still doesn't look that bad. But that looks like at least a temporary top for the time being. If you look at, so we go 1 divided by, 1 divided by Sol ETH. You can see this here. Right? So this would be basically, this is Ethereum over Sol, right? So if this is bullish, right? If this is bullish, Ethereum's outperforming. So you can see Ethereum smashed Sol for a long time. But recently, the last 6 months, Solana's up a ton relative to Ethereum. So is this starting to turn, right? Okay. Still nothing really on the weekly. But on the 12-hour, okay, maybe this is the start of some bullish market structure. I don't know. We've got a key zone here that it's into right now. But really what you want to look at here is, my opinion, is like this. So if we're able to flip this on like the 3-day chart, then that to me is going to be a very clear sign that it's time for a rotation out of Solana into Ethereum, and Ethereum's going to lead the charge for a while. But it's still too early to tell. Like this is the first hiccup that Solana has had in 6 months. Okay. So 1 divided by Sol ETH, right, is the inverse of Sol ETH. So 1 divided by Sol ETH is ETH over Sol. It's the inverse. You could also do this, right? You could do ETH USD divided by Sol USD. That will also give you the same chart as 1 divided by. It's just a different way of looking at it, right? Do you take flow into consideration when executing your trades, or strictly pay? I'm purely a PA trader. I mean, I look at flow in a sense of the order flow being bullish or bearish, like are we making higher highs and higher lows on the higher time frame, then I believe the higher time frame flow is bullish. So I'm looking for bullish setups on the low time frame, right? But in terms of like actually watching order flow and heat maps and all that kind of shit, that's not something I look at all. No. 12 Big Dal says BTC gonna bounce here. Okay, I fucking hope so. I hope so, Big Dal. It's just a fraction, bruv. Exactly. All right, so let's see. Someone here asked about Sui. No idea what this does. Chart's a little messy right now, but we're just kind of range bound on this thing, right? So there's your low, there's your high. Here's your demand. So every time it's come into the lower part of the range, it gets bought up. And then top of the range it's rejecting. So any sort of pullback here, I think, is probably potentially longable, but you really want to see this thing now break out of a consolidation here, right? So if we start getting PA, in the upper part of the range here, and then some sort of breakout, right? So we break that high, right? And then put in bullish PA above the range. That's going to be what you want to see to get out. So perfect example of that, right? Of what you want to see here is what happened here, right? So you have your range, and you can see it broke out of the range, broke high, right? And then boom, another leg up. So you want to see something kind of similar happen. But looks fine for now, going sideways at this point within a range. $5.30 to $6.30, $5 to $6, $6 to $7. Sorry. Yeah. So going sideways in a range looks okay. What do I think about ARB, OP? I consider those F beta plays, right? So if I believe F is going to go up, I believe things like ARB and OP will outperform, right? And you know where you can trade all of these coins? Is that breakout prop, guys. Like, it's shocking to me that there's no prop firm for crypto yet until we fucking created this thing. Prop is such a huge business in FX. It's such a huge advantage. People don't even realize it. It's literally such a fucking cheat code, because for basically, let's say you buy the biggest account, it's $800. You're getting 8K margin. People are like, oh, it's a 100K account, but you don't get the whole 100K, but it's 8K margin, right? So the leverage that you have there is huge. That's why you see on Forex all these prop guys, right? And they're like, I'm managing $1 million in capital. And really what they're doing is they're managing 200K at 5 different props. And then they're taking the same trades on all of them. And like the upside is huge. And the downside is if you blow your account, you're just losing that money you put in to buy the challenge. You're not blowing 100K. Like, it's a huge business, man. FTMO is the biggest prop firm in the world. They're a $1 billion company, right? So God willing, breakout be a $1 billion company one day as well. But prop is so fucking legit. It's huge in FX, and I'm on a mission to make it big in crypto. Not to mention the fucking hat. The fucking hat. Yeah, and we are literally sourcing our liquidity directly from Bybit. We've got the same depth of market, the exact same spreads. We offer the same coins. Unbeatable. Unfucking beatable. And your boy Mayne is behind it. Don't you want to support the kid? Don't you want to support your boy? All right. What do we look at next? OP, someone said. ARP. Yeah, I mean, this probably goes nuts, right? Assuming Ethereum goes up eventually, God fucking willing, right? You have a sweep right into demand. Sweep into fucking demand. H1. There's your run. Retest, pushing away. Any sort of pullbacks here, I think, are longs on ARB. I think it looks really good for higher prices. So still bullish on ARB. OP, I imagine, looks very similar. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, very similar, right? Sweep. Very clear reclaim. So any sort of pullbacks, if you get them, I think you're longing. But this is exactly what you want to see after you reclaim a low, right? So if we're gonna run the liquidity, I want to see a push away, right? And then I'm looking to buy the pullbacks, right? So maybe we get a sharp one, I don't know, or maybe it just goes up from here and then the pullback comes from higher. But all of these, all these charts that have put in these, kind of H12 sweeps, these deviations, like this just looks like doesn't this just look like a fucking run on the lows and then a reclaim? Like this looks like it resolves higher to me. That's just my opinion. Bonk, I'm literally long bonk already. So I posted this on Telegram, right? H12 sweep, we're into demand over here. I'm already in this. I literally posted this on Telegram here. It went up fucking damn near 20% almost immediately. So yeah, I think bonk looks pretty good. I mean, look at Tia. Look at the strength on Tia relative to some of these other coins, right? We're still in the red on so much stuff. Tia's up almost 8%, 7.5%. Run on the lows. There's your breaker right here. And this thing just fucking yeeted, right? Looks like it's about to make new highs here already. Crazy strong. And if it breaks here, right? Like if this breaks here, so you have your run. Here's your new level. So if this breaks this high now on this 12-hour candle, so that will close at 4 a.m. for me. Worst time zone for trading is exactly where I live. But if we break high here now, right? To me, that next retest is just an ape spot. Just fucking ape it. I'd love to see coin. Sure. I mean, listen, these are my TradFi plays. I got you guys dialed on these. Riot, literally a 2x. Right? Riot was a 2x. Coin from 75. It went as high as 190 almost, 187. 169% gain. It's like almost it's a 3x that we did there, right? Just about. 75 times 2, sorry, not quite a 3x, but pretty damn close. 3x would be a little higher. Again, if we're going into a bull run and Bitcoin's going to make all-time highs, right? Being bullish on these Bitcoin miners and these crypto adjacent plays just seemed to make sense. That was the entire thesis of the long here. So when Bitcoin was at 25K, coin was at $75. Bitcoin has now done a 100% from there, almost up 80%. Coin's up 170. So coin has outperformed Bitcoin since September. Right? Let's continue with our fractions here. You can do this. right? We can look at this chart. So coin, right, since September, go to September here, is outperforming Bitcoin by 65%. You can do coin over Solana. Solana, right, has outperformed coin. So if you're looking at assets and how they perform, okay, well, Sol crushed. Well, guess what? Coin, if this is number 1, coin's number 2. Bitcoin is 3. Ethereum is 4. So who would have thought that the TradFi asset would outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum in that same 3-4 month span? Right? Not many people. But your boy Mayne gave it to you at $75, right? Buying spot, long dated calls. I have calls that are dated for January of 2025. Okay? They're in the money now. Meaning they're up massively already. Because the strike price, I assumed, was quite audacious, being 2x from where we were. So those are up like crazy. Hood, right? Again, another one that's almost a 2x from when we dropped it. Riot, already talked about that. Riven, this is not crypto play, but this is a play that I'm bullish on, right? Monthly retest here. I basically got us long at 15, the monthly low. So it's looking good. So across the board, the TradFi portfolio looks really good. It's really strong. Hey, Mayne, what do you think about Telos Layer 1? Small stack looking for a small cap. I found Telos, 50 million market cap. I have no idea what it is. This is the first I've ever heard of it. So there you go. Do what you will with that nugget of information. Mara's great. Mara looks good too. I didn't personally long Mara, but I know like Cold Blood Schiller, is long Mara. But again, it's a crypto adjacent play. Looks phenomenal, right? It's gone up a bunch. Guess when Mara topped, right? When Bitcoin topped. There's 60K, there's the 70K high. When was the last all-time high on Mara? Oh, what do you know? 2014. Guess what happened in November of 2014? It was the top of the Bitcoin bull run back then. We have another peak here. Here's the 2017 bull run. So these crypto adjacent plays, right? I believe these are Mara's miners as well. Is the margin for the 100K account really 8K? No, what I mean is you can lose your maximum drawdown on the 100K account is 8%, meaning you can risk effectively $8,000. Right? But the cost is much less than that. That's that's what people don't get. That's the advantage. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos over the coming weeks, educating people on the massive advantages of prop trading, why it's such a prolific and booming industry in FX, and we're the first ones to do it for crypto, and you absolutely should be taking a look. And, I wouldn't guide you wrong, right? I wouldn't fucking sell it for some shitty cash grab. Neither would Crypto Cred, right? You think I got him on board by creating something that's fucking scammy? Of course not. All right, guys. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm probably going to do another video tomorrow. We're just that close to the main event. I think streaming around this time is just super fun. I think it's a good idea. So I'll probably run another stream tomorrow when we have a little more information, a little bit more price action. Maybe we get that spike up tomorrow. Maybe, we go sideways. I don't really know. But I do think, thank you, brother. And the indicator's ready as well, guys, by the way. I know many of you have been waiting. We released the free version, right? But the full version is now ready. So I'll be releasing that. I'll let you guys, we'll do some giveaways and stuff with that. But yeah, thank you, Five Shark. I appreciate that. Trust me, guys, I could fucking shill you guys shitty altcoins. Like I could shill low market cap trash and just so much garbage and get so much fucking money. Yeah, we have 4x. It's not will. We're already in business, baby. Check us out, breakoutprop.com. I could show you guys so much trash, man, but I don't. Right? So when I release something, like you got to know that it's something that I believe in and something that I think is valuable. Right? I wouldn't put my name or my brand that I've built up over the last decade, because that's how long I've been on fucking Twitter, over some sort of just, bullshit. It is a KYC platform. Yes, but because you are a client of ours and not of Bybit, you can trade on us if you're American, Canadian, European. It's no issue. How much will be the indicator? We have a free version. It's available right now, and then there's a couple paid tiers. I think one of them's like $40 up to like $100. I don't remember. I'll check. I'm just one of the inspirations for it. It's not my indicator. But throat coat. Crypto Senorita, leave me alone. I'm a married man now. Even though you're probably a dude. But yeah, like I said, if I put my name behind something, it's because I believe in it, for sure. So yeah, definitely suggest Breakout Prop. I'll run some, maybe I'll run a little giveaway tomorrow. We'll give away an account. We'll do a little discount just for those watching the stream. All right, guys. Yeah, we're not going to be some crazy $1,000 indicator. All right, I hope you enjoy. Just look up IMG indicator here, right? IMG. Right there. That's it. That's the free one. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Maybe we'll give away some Breakout Prop hats. I also got my Mayne merch, Free Money Mayne, Big Neck Energy. So I'll drop the link for that as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, leave some likes, leave some comments, subscribe. There's no time limit on Breakout. If you want to join Discord, just DM me. But yeah, appreciate y'all. I'll be back tomorrow either with a video update or maybe another stream. We'll see how we're feeling. But yeah, if you like the videos, guys, please leave likes, comments, engage. We got to get to 50K. We're at like 43K on YouTube. Let's get to 50K. Let's keep pushing. 2024 is going to be a big year. I told you guys at the fucking bottom, right? You remember I said I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be with you guys here through the bull run. We're up almost 2.5x from those lows. And we're just getting started. So